Let's see what we can do to get this rocking and rolling and not have the technical difficulties this time. And John says we are good. So we're going to go ahead and unclick rock and roll, and we're going to start over. So Tyler, hey, guess what? You get to redo everything you just did.
Take two.
Yeah, and you get to pretend. So, hey, it's fun. Here we go. But here's the best part about this, guys. When we broadcast it and we do this stuff live, you get to see our bloopers. You get to see everything in between. So that is a cool aspect that way. So we are going to rock and roll. You get to see everything in between. All right, everybody's
it's working.
All right, so here we go, and we're going to start it. Get this rocking.
I'm always up on time, down on my luck. Got a brand new payment on an old worn out truck. And Papa told me back when I was 9, someday this farm, it'll be all mine. Now I walk these woods with kids of my own. It's been 12 years since Daddy done passed on.
And we're back for take 2, Home of the Average Joe podcast today, because this IT guy apparently didn't double test everything. So we're going to try it again as we got our same motley crew along with a special added guest. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Here we go, guys. Ryan's brother-in-law. Yes, I said it. We're family. Tyler Hendrickson, coming in from Illinois. Glad to be here with you guys, talking hunting life, and just glad to be here with you.
Well, good. So now, since T-Bone last week talked about how during deer season, if he tags out early next year, he's just going to try to go venture to Indiana and to Kentucky. So that give him 3 states. Well, we got a guy that last year decided he'd turkey hunt in Illinois and Wisconsin, and then you ventured to what part out west to go antelope hunting?
Wyoming.
So,
Wyoming.
All right. So he covered 3 different states. So we figured we would start this week's topic with that. So hit us with what it's like to hunt, number 1, 2 different states, Illinois and Wisconsin, and also kind of how it differs from each other.
Yeah. So initially, with Illinois, my home state, Illinois residents, non-residents, we all have to go in for a lottery. They run multiple lotteries. You got put in for a specific week, and weeks are during the middle of the week. Some touch weekends, but you just put in, and best of luck to you. Usually, unfortunately, this year I missed the first lottery, so second week was already gone for me. So I got in on the first week, and hopefully get maybe the third or fourth week, something a little later. But that's how it works in Illinois. As a resident, I can get in pretty much if I get on time, whatever week I can get. Hunting in Wisconsin, I've done that 3-4 years now. And one thing I've learned the past few years, I've actually called the Wisconsin DNR, like, hey, what's going on with this? Why am I not getting anything earlier than the 3rd or 4th week? And pretty much they just gave me, yeah, if you're a non-resident, you're going to get a late season. So if you're not hunting with a guide or anyone that can have that primo tag for you, you're going to be in the late season. And tactics definitely change when you get into the later stages. Those birds been hunted hard and they've seen everything. So it changes.
Okay. Sonny, sorry, buddy. We weren't ignoring you. We were just trying to get the podcast going. What's up, buddy? So when you say tactics change, so when you hunt early season in Illinois, like what's your tactics to start with there compared to like what you're hunting with maybe late season in Wisconsin?
I would say it's very similar with deer hunting. If you like using calls and everything with deer hunting, if they're not being hunted hard, then you grunt, rattle, whatever you want to do. If they haven't heard it yet, there might be a better chance for them to respond. But you get into the later parts of the rut, second rut, where they've heard everything, especially like just with older birds, and older bucks, they've heard it all. So when you get into those later stages, Unlike the first part. So when I'm hunting first week, I'm going to be in a blind. I'll get my decoys out. I'll be calling and starting, and generally stationary hunting like that. You'll have some pretty good luck getting the birds to come in. Later season, that third, fourth week after they've been hunted for a few weeks and hunted hard, I switch up my tactics to more of a run and gun situation, where I don't bring a blind out. I don't really bring decoys out. I just set up early morning, do some calling, figure out where the birds are, and try to position myself to get them to come in towards me. So that's the big challenge between early and late season, especially if you're going to hunt a different state where you're not going to get anything early or during the prime time, or more like the rut time.
Yeah.
For those longbeards.
I got you. So Dilly says Jersey is the same way, lottery week by week, sometimes partial weekends, sometimes only weekdays, but they also sell over the counter afterwards, which I think Illinois is over the counter afterwards, right? If there's anything left.
If there's leftover, which you're generally probably going to see leftover really late. It's that second or third week that if you're not getting in on the first lottery or the second lottery, I think they run three lotteries. If you're not getting in on that first or second, those weeks where you really want to get are going to be gone. So that's where I'm looking forward to. My goal for this year is to, get a bird in Illinois, get a bird in Wisconsin, and hopefully make my way down here, which I've learned recently. You buy a tag and license, correct? And it's just like a deer season. You get to hunt the entire season. There's no weeks.
Yeah. We're not like whack Illinois.
Whack Illinois.
That's accurate.
Yeah, that is part of the reason why we left. No, so seriously though, like guys, for those of you that may hunt different states, go ahead and chime in like Dilly did, and let us know kind of what your state does. But I will tell you that that's been the one biggest change moving here from Illinois is everything got split up into seasons. So, deer season open later in Illinois than it does here in Ohio.
Like what? When?
So it opens. So you got youth season the first week in October. So typically adults were like October 5th ish. You opens October 1st. You can hunt during the week, but the first weekend is always youth gun season.
Okay.
So, and then they go back to bow season, but then you have a 3-day gun season, and then you skip a week and have a 4-day gun season.
What do you mean by skip a week? Like there's no hunting at all?
Goes back to bow hunting.
Okay.
But so like it goes bow and then goes youth gun, then bow, then adult first season gun, then bow, then adult second season gun, then bow, then muzzle loader, then bow, then late season antlerless only.
Yeah, CWD season, stuff like that. Yeah.
So can you still hunt like those gun seasons with a bow?
Not every gun season. I think first shotgun, no archery at all. Second shotgun season, I think muzzle loader. Be completely honest, if you're hunting Illinois and you want to hunt during the prime rut time, you got to be a bow hunter, because gun was always about the second or third weekend into November.
Yeah.
So unless you have a really crazy year where it's warm and then it gets cold late, that rut kicks off late. I mean, you want to be a bow hunter in Illinois if you're wanting to hunt the rut.
That's crazy. You can't hunt bow during certain gun.
Yeah. So Illinois gun season is always the first gun season, always the first week or the week before Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving goes back to bow hunting. And then basically that first weekend in December is second gun season.
I think the thought process is you want to keep the bow hunters out of the gun hunters' way so there are less gun injuries, according to Illinois logic.
I guess.
Well, I was going to say,
we're still out there.
Hey, but so keep this in mind though. So up until we moved here, Illinois was a state that it was shotgun only. You could not use.
It used to be like that here until a few years ago.
So you couldn't use long gun stuff, that straight wall cartridge stuff. But basically, right after we moved, they went to straight wall. So that's something that they just changed. So they are like behind the times when it comes to kind of how they adapt their seasons and do that stuff.
It's different.
It definitely is different.
I know, like Kentucky and Indiana, I think their gun kicks off like during the rut.
Yeah.
Which is wild too.
Hey, Sonny, since you're on here, you said lazy day in Kentucky. Throw in the comments so we can see what your seasons are, because I know you're kind of hunting all those seasons. And then that way we can kind of banter in between with Kentucky, Illinois, Ohio, and what we know from there. But so T-Bone, he hit a little bit of your style that we've talked about in the past, right? Of what he said he likes for turkey season, where you're running and gunning.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's about.
So he said jokingly, he's like, how many years has it been that we're chasing birds and no birds?
This is my third season
So-
chasing a bird.
Third season chasing a bird, but the biggest thing that we talk about with it being turkey season is the fact of being able to run and gun and move and change things and change locations. And I think that that's maybe the biggest part compared to deer hunting, right? Is that you're always on the move. You're always changing things, doing things. Like you're not necessarily as worried about moving.
Yeah. I always tell people this is our elk hunting in the Midwest.
Makes sense.
You call something, you get something called back to you, you get fired up. There's no feeling like that. I mean,
it's great. Cool.
It's great being,
you guys missed out.
It's nothing like
well,
it.
no, we didn't miss out because the one day that we sat in the blind for the wind, that wind was what, like 20 mile an hour that morning that you and I were in that blind. And then John and I decided to get out. And then out at Wilson's, we looped back around and went down to the bottom to come up the waterway. And when we started calling in there, we had this one bird fired up, and then John started creeping up to the top, and then just again moved away, done whatever, but 100% had interest. Like I'm sitting at the bottom calling and trying to film as John's walking up the hill trying to sneak. He pulls up his hood like he's Robin Hood, sneaking through the forest, going through there to see if he can peek his head into the field to see what's going on. But so we didn't miss out on everything. You weren't with us on that time. So how about that? But the other thing too, I think that is cool about turkey hunting, like we got to experience an albino coyote together. Remember that one turkey season right there on the point, there was that white coyote. We even filmed it. It was me. Who was it? Bless you. You know what I'm talking about, right? That morning we sat there and filmed off the point. There was that albino coyote, and then that deer came busted out of that same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
my turkey hunting. There's only been like a couple days so far. But
yeah,
we're looking to change that.
There you go. So Mr. Langster, he says, "What's up, boys? Fam and I are looking at a potential property to purchase. That's pretty awesome, my
in
friend."
Ohio. I heard Illinois sucks.
Langster, so he wants to know if you're jumping out. All right. So here we go. So deer hunting seasons in Kentucky are archery September 5th through January 18th, crossbow September 19th through January 18th.
Oh, so they have a separate crossbow season?
Oh,
yeah.
So, and then youth senior crossbow is September 5th through January 18th. Youth only gun is October 10th and 11th. Early muzzleloader is the 17th and 18th of October. And then modern firearm is November 14th through the 29th. And then muzzleloader is December 12th through the 20th. So that modern firearm season kind of falls into that sweet spot that you like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
my dad killed a buck out there with gun during that, that time. It's like, dude, what, you guys get a hunt deer with a gun during like the rut?
yeah, what is that?
That's awesome.
Snyder's like, no, ain't happening.
But I don't know. It's different. I've killed deer with bow and gun, and bow is always a lot better. I don't know. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, so I think the work that you put, so I don't want to say putting work in, because we'll talk about that as far as like what you can do for patterning for guns and stuff. But putting in the work with bow, like, I mean, depending on your range and depending on what you're comfortable with, I mean, it could either inhibit you, right? Because it gets you into tighter spots where you can get into some brushier stuff. Or, if you're really good with a, pew or a gun, you can reach out and touch them at 150 and you're in the wide open.
Oh.
So there's both different skill sets, right? Because you got to be able to hold steady and then some. Yeah. So it's just crazy to think though, the amount of effort that goes into both, right?
Oh, I won't deny that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's effort that goes into both. It's just, for me personally, I prefer a bow harvest over a gun harvest. 100%.
Wow.
Agreed.
So let's see here.
I would say even the kind of bow. So last year I was fortunate to get a couple deer with my compound, and then late season with my daughter doing a little doe inventory harvesting one with a crossbow. I can tell you the harvest with a crossbow, the adrenaline, everything else, it wasn't like with a compound. It was just like, oh, okay, I got a nice scope, 40-yard shot. It's a chip shot.
I get it.
And
I get
smoked. It's complete. And
So-
to even go into a gun, I'm not hating on gun hunters, but it's for me, it felt different even going from a compound to a crossbow.
So take it a step further and go longbow.
I'm not that good. I'm not that good.
Oh, shoot. So that definitely takes some work, right? So
Yeah.
you see a lot of people shooting longbow. So Sonny says he got his buck in October with a crossbow. I can only use one anytime because his disability. So apparently, in Kentucky, he can hunt.
Yeah, so Kentucky, if you go to the doctor, and if they basically write that like you're physically unable to like pull back a compound bow, then you can use that in early
It's
season.
the way Illinois used to be before the crossbow phase this craze happened. Anyone
I kinda like that.
Be
Yeah, and
disability
then
or elderly.
yeah, they have that. That's why the
Or is there
senior
like
and
an
youth-
age?
Yeah, I think it was. I couldn't tell you 60.
Well, is there like an age for
Eight
like
or-
younger kids? Like
For
in younger
crossbows?
kids? Yeah.
No, the reason why we got a crossbow, my daughter 6, who's been going out hunting for me the past couple years, I was going to try to get her into or had her shoot it a little bit more this year. But yeah, you can buy an apprentice tag, and anyone can shoot a crossbow.
I'm
Whether you
saying
got
like
a
when
pre-
there used to be restrictions on it.
Oh,
was
when there
there
used to be,
Yeah. Were like kids
I-
allowed to use a crossbow? Because I mean,
I-
if a kid's like, I don't know, 9, are they going to be able to pull back a
From what I recall, I could be 100% wrong, just because it never applied to me or anyone in my family to use a crossbow. Was in Illinois, I just knew it was either a disability where you either get a doctor's note or something, or an age requirement where you still wanted to be out there, but you just didn't have the.
And
Yeah.
Sonny can add more to it than because
Yeah,
he's going
what
to be
is it?
more. But I know in Kentucky, when you're under a certain age, you don't have to buy a license or tag.
So that's what we were just on. So
Yeah, so like and I
Illinois
believe
has an
that's-
apprentice. Ohio has an apprentice. So I would imagine that there's some sort of apprentice in Kentucky, but like you said, Sonny can add it there. So Langster goes, love the bow, but sure love opening morning a firearm. Very nostalgic. And then
It is.
Adam says Michigan used to be doctor note for crossbows. Now it's anyone can. So
I don't know. We could get into a long talk about that.
I mean, what you got?
I don't know. I think like it should be nationwide.
What, that anybody can use crossbow?
Nope.
That you can't?
Yep. Only with certain like disabilities or whatever, then you can.
Okay. What about
under a certain age.
Okay.
yeah?
or-
What about kids? Yeah.
I do that too.
Okay. So if you can't legally draw a bow back to what they consider proper poundage, which I think in Illinois was like 40 or 45 pounds, is what you had to be able to draw. So what if you can't draw that and you're above that age? So do you think they shouldn't be able to be
You
into
better
hunting?
start doing some push-ups, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
I
don't
get it.
know. I don't know.
So here's the thing. I'm all about, especially for youth.
Because them things are how far can you shoot them things these days?
I mean, up.
Yeah, over.
I mean, it depends on what it is, but yeah, I mean, most of them you get out to 100 yards with it
Yeah.
if you're confident with it.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I was gonna say, but I don't know how many kids at the younger age are going to be confident to 100 yards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I think that's why. That's
Yeah.
what Tim was saying. Like kids and stuff probably still can, but once you get above a certain age, I think the number one thing we can agree on first and foremost is get outdoors.
Yeah,
Get
Yeah.
people outdoors because we need more hunters.
yeah,
Hunting equipment, everything's prices are getting crazy nowadays, but we need more hunters. And then the second thing is what's going to give you the most ethical shot? Because at the end of the day, that's what we owe it to when we're
Yeah.
out hunting.
So everything is about
So if
ethics.
you got to be able to draw a bow back and ethic, to the proper poundage and
So here you go. Langster
Yeah.
throws one in with a twist. Does with every weapon should be allowed.
especially the ones snorting at you.
She blows, she goes.
Yeah.
There you go. Sonny says, plus I get sportsman license for $12. That includes your deer tags and hunting license with turkey tags, fishing license, and trout stamps. So there you go. So Kentucky takes care of their people then. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, back to what you were saying, like I think to me, like whatever gets you out there, you know what I mean? Like when you think about like people going out and buying a bow, a lot of times they can't. I mean, crossbows, they've came a long way. I mean,
They have,
there's no doubt on that one. But
it's like
whatever someone
I'm not
wants
gonna
to
say it.
whatever someone wants to shoot, right? Like in my opinion, right? Like if you want to go out and you want to shoot a deer with a crossbow, then like go for it. If you want to shoot with a compound, go for it. Like as long as you're doing it ethically, right? Like who am I to judge what you're using?
Right.
Well, I
In
mean,
my opinion.
it's not like a judgment by any means. It's just I don't know. I think I'm out.
Is this the argument you're trying to make? Whether you can bait in certain states?
I don't care. I don't even do that, and I
where
can, except for like at Wilson's if we go dump some stuff.
Yeah.
But like my main property, I don't do that. Just don't. I don't
Yeah.
know. But that could. What is baiting? Because shoot, if you hunt over a big old cornfield, and that's kind of baiting. Corn's there. I'm going to hunt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that gets you into whole different things.
Yeah,
Langster
we
says
could go down a rabbit hole.
Langster says he's just going to use a spear.
That's hey. There was
what's that dude's name?
Ohio State linebacker used to hunt wild hogs, Schlegel, with a spear.
What's the one dude though that they show with a spear all the time out of a tree stand?
That one guy.
Yeah, that one guy. Yeah. Okay, so you talk about. We'll kind of get back into turkey because we got off a little bit of a beaten path, which is fine. Like that's what makes podcasting fun. But get back into turkey hunting. You know, you talk about the running and gunning and the movement and all the different things, and talk about equipment, but talk about like the different things and shells and stuff. So I'm gonna say it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
No, not that. I'm just saying the shells.
Shells in general. This will get him going. But so we were fortunate enough to partner up with Epic Shot Shell. There you go. Before I finish that statement, Tim Wells, that's who it was. So we were fortunate enough to partner up with Epic Shot Shell, which I think the coolest thing for me when looking at doing a patterning video and stuff this year is what they have to offer. If you go to, Epic and go to their custom turkey shop, you can build your shell your way. So the cool thing is there's how many different chokes out there, right? There's how many different shells out there. Like the ability to tune your load your way becomes endless, especially when somebody's willing to build it custom. What?
Sorry, I'm immature.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, there that goes. Well, that's like tell Hunter to go get his new call that he got today and come. Okay, we'll have to do it later because he was all excited about doing his owl hooter.
Oh, he got a hooter?
He got a hooter. But you talk about, and again, John, we're going to draw this line. We're talking about BB spray. Your spray patterns and how tight you can keep that pattern by changing, Indian Creek to Carlson to whatever. I don't even know all the names, Jags and all that other stuff. Yeah. But it all changes on guns too, right? Like, and it all changes on the gauge and it all changes on all that stuff. So, like I said, we're fortunate enough to partner with somebody that gives you the opportunity to build it your way. Not everybody, people can go out and buy a bunch of stuff. But he will tell you that when they pattern with their stuff, they use Indian Creek chokes. But, depending how they make Mossbergs, they make Benellis, they make Frankies, they make whatever. Isn't that what you have, Frankie? And didn't you get a Benelli?
Yeah, I got a Benelli.
And what do you got?
He has the
Frankie too. Yeah. And then I got the Mossberg. So it's just crazy to think where your possibilities go with that. But I think like the effort that you put into making sure that you're ethical on birds is just as important as deer season, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have a pattern that doesn't hold tight and you're taking those shots at whatever at 40, 50, I've seen a couple guys take it at 60, but doesn't have the right pattern, are you being ethical to the birds then at that point? The answer to that is He's shaking his head.
No.
No.
I mean,
But-
you have to know what your equipment's doing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're taking a 60-yard shot at a bird or whatever it is, but you don't know we'll stick to turkey. If you don't know what your pattern is out to there, like, what are you doing?
right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So think about this. So what is it? So what would be the equivalent of a booner and a turkey? I don't even know what they're called, but I mean, so
Beard length.
think about that, huh?
Beard length.
Well, yeah, no. I just meant like, what are they called? Like, so in a deer, it's called a booner, but in a turkey, I don't know what it's called that way. But think about it. You got a big old triple beard, 35-pound Tom, full strutting at you at 60 yards. He gets hung up, and you talk about ethical. We're just talking about it. And they test somebody that's never taken that 60-yard shot. Do you take it?
No, that's
Okay.
just like deer hunting.
Well, no,
You know, if it's whatever yardage out there and I'm not comfortable with it, it's like, all right, I either gotta, if I'm in a stand, I need to get down and make a move when that thing doesn't see me, or we'll see where he's at tomorrow.
yeah, make a move, right? Try to do. What do you want to do this year with turkey?
Kill one? What do you mean?
No, you want to put them to bed. You said you want to put them. You want to put them to bed.
Yeah.
You want to put one. He wants to put them to bed.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, unless you know you have turkey. I gotta go find them.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
Yeah.
So locating them and doing that stuff. So, Tyler, in the 2 states that you've hunted, have you located turkey ahead of time?
So yeah, with Illinois, generally we're kind of limited on our hunting space.
Yeah.
We know they're either going to be in one area or the other, and if they're not, then we just set up and go. The Wisconsin area, last year I did the first time up at the farm up there. Went out, I didn't put them to bed, but I got up early the day before season kicked off. Got out there, did a little bit of calling, figured out where they're roosting, and just did either way. I was out there doing gathering information.
You were putting in work.
Yeah. So whether it was putting them to bed and either way, you put them to bed, storm rolls through, wind kicks those birds out. They're not there the next morning. Things can change. Birds are weird. And probably the best advice I've ever gotten about turkeys is you can try to pattern them, but turkeys don't know where they're going either.
Things are,
they're weird. They don't make any sense with where they're going. It's almost like they don't even know where they're going.
that brings me back to who was it? It was Waddy and Blake Shelton. Have you seen that? They're talking about turkeys, and Blake Shelton says, these birds are idiots. Like, why are we making nests on the ground when you fly up in a tree?
That's it.
And leave it for the predators.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I think that's the difference of like trying to stay active in the outdoors all year round, right? So like when you start, and we'll call it now, you start now, you're going to go from shed season to turkey season. You're going to have prep in there to deer season. I think the people that are just trying to be outdoors, as what you guys said earlier, like all year round, I think that's the difference. Sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh man, that really doesn't make sense what they did. But then the next year you're trying to still educate and learn, no different than anything else. Right. So, but it doesn't mean it's always going to help. Cause like he said, storm rolls through, it could change it. I mean, your pressures change, right? Deer change. You get a snowstorm, that changes. You get rain. Like sometimes those turkeys like to move in rain. I don't know. I think it's a catch-22 in the aspect of being prepared or not being prepared and just kind of running and gunning and hoping for the best, hoping that you got something in there.
Damn. Oh, freaking turkeys.
Yeah. So Sonny says he's got his Epic ordered. I will tell you, I know Nathan, Doug, and Stan all used Epic last year. And again, I didn't get a chance to take a bird with them. But Epic last year for them was they were able to take a couple shots further than what they have before. So it's kind of cool, kind of interesting to see.
Let me ask you guys, I'm curious, what kind of load are you going to use?
Do you know what you're using? Bless you.
Like how
The way he had to preload that question. All right, so
Talking about lead,
so while
TSS.
while you guys catch your breath, I will go ahead and go with I will be shooting epic shot shell number 9 TSS 2 ounce is what I'll be shooting. Why?
And did you say what shot size?
Number
You're
9.
Go with a 9.
Number
Okay.
9.
Why you
So
doing-
basically, so it's I think with him it's 1,200 feet per second, but basically number 9 is the
a
amount
lot
of
more pellets.
yeah, it's the amount of BBs that you're pushing out, and people like to refer to it as BBs or pellets. But what you're pushing out and what you're doing that way is very different. But I also think that's what we're going to look at in the patterning video too, because I do have, I think, a 3.5, which I know a 3.5 with that amount of powder in a 12 gauge will absolutely kill your shoulder.
I was gonna say 3.5-inch shell should just be
Yeah, it's going to
banned.
kill your shoulder.
Yeah, get rid of it. Not turkey load.
Sonny goes, you find where the turkey, and I'm gonna emphasize, go to the bathroom under a tree. That's where they've been roosting.
Well, I didn't catch all that.
So I'm going to emphasize, he used a little emoji. I'll let you fill in the blank. He says, you find where a turkey emojis,
the chocolate
the chocolate frosties underneath the tree. That's where they've been roosting.
No, I get it.
So-
Find it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going to be same thing I've done every year.
Yeah. So what do you
gather my stuff up and get out there and see what happens, and then walk a lot.
What are you going to shoot out of the Franc? Are you going to try anything different?
No, I'm not. I don't even know what I shoot, to be honest with you. I was trying to look it up. What is it that we're shooting? Winchester or something?
Longbeard XRs.
Yeah.
Longbeard XR, yeah.
I don't know. Send it, baby. I mean, they pattern and everything well for us. We went out and did that. Shot a crap ton of them though, because we were changing shims in the gun and everything like that. And
Yeah.
it was fun though. I mean, we shot a lot that day.
We
Shot
got our
guns
money.
and then picked up all the clay pigeons that people missed, start shooting them. The AR, the pistol.
Jeez Louise.
A couple more pistols.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, those shells, they were shooting good for us.
Yeah. What are you shooting?
Between last year and this year, planning on doing the Longbeard XR. One thing, and I'm using Carlson chokes. I'm curious. I haven't shot the Benelli yet, but the nice thing with Benelli, they give you 3 or 4 of their own chokes. So I'm really curious to see how, their choke, the Carlson choke patterns. And talking with the Carlson folks, I was asking them like, hey, here's my gun, here's what I'm shooting. And they actually said, if you're shooting the Longbeard XR with that Longbeard XR Carlson choke,
That's what I got.
Is they were noticing better patterns with the 5-shot size. But I did buy some 6-shot this year. And also if you're shooting TSS, the 9-shot size.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more, and you tell me more about that Epic later on, and we'll take a look at it. I'm curious to see how that stuff would.
So again, obviously,
just order a bunch. I'll try it.
Yeah. Okay.
TSS too. Make sure
at
it's
$100. So here's what I tell you: you get what you pay for. But in the aspect, because if you compare it to like Ninja and Verdict and all those other ammunition companies, but the difference in talking to the guy from Epic and the main reason why we ended up partnering with him is his precision and his price, like his prices compared to what he will offer you for knowledge. Like when you start picking his brain about like why they chose what choke tube or whatever, because they do a bunch of their own patterning, right? Because they want to know what is going to be the best performance for their stuff. But when I messaged him last night, because I had a guy ask me for a 20 gauge, which I don't have a 20 gauge, so I don't know what choke. He said, I'll give you every choke that I've used out of a 410, a 20, and a 12. And then I think he said he's shooting maybe a 28 gauge, which I've not shot or heard of. But again, he said that specifically, like they test, because you talk about Indian Creek is what he said they do all their patterning with, and what they found seems to perform the best for their ammunition. But then you go even one step further and you have that specific brand of choke, and then you have multiple restrictions in that brand. So a 12 gauge could have an Indian Creek choke, but it has like 3 different restrictions depending on your gun. So you got to make sure your restrictions are right. And again, if you're trying to maximize, which I think ultimately, if you look at his website, that's what he's truly trying to do. He's trying to give the people that want to run TSS, he's trying to give them the opportunity to build it their way to make sure that they have the most precise shell for their gun on the market. But the amount of questions that he'll answer is what really stood out to me. Like, just, he doesn't, I mean, and it just always on it. So I don't know. We'll see. He does have some lead stuff. It doesn't have just TSS. I mean, if you get on there, like, they do everything from duck to pheasant to turkey to whatever. So it's kind of cool. But we'll see. I mean, we got a little bit of time. We got, like I said, we got a patterning video to do. We're going to do some 12, and then I got a guy that's going to do some 20. But I think everybody, so you shoot a 12, right?
Yeah.
12?
Yeah.
12?
I got a
Yeah.
22 though.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have a 20 as well.
Oh, you have a 20. You got a 22? I don't know that 22 is a legal gauge to be taking a turkey with there, bub. That's what caught me up. And then we got Hunter's 410. So, but we're going to do some patterning videos and do some of that stuff coming up. So that'll be fun. Trying to think what else we got there before I get into the next thing and slide on over. We got anything on the old TikTok? Anybody else say anything on the TikToks?
I turned it off.
Turned it off?
Yeah.
Oh.
There wasn't much going on.
Was it your fan club?
Liv was on there.
There you go. All right. So guys, the other thing we want to talk about, so with we did launch the pre-order for the Average Joe turkey swag, which when I was talking to John this week when we launched it, it was the most amount of options for swag that we've ever launched since we've been in business, right? That's what we said. So we have long sleeve, short sleeve, and hoodie, all in soft style. And then we have the turkey contest. And then, the most important thing, that reminded me right there, look down. So we are going to do the belt. The WW, as Helen put it, the WWE style belt is going to come to the Average Joe turkey contest. Are you ready for that? You in?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm not going to kill anything, but you know.
So we are.
What?
It's a great attitude.
So
it is what it is.
So for the belt, again, that'll be in addition to the prizes that we're doing. So we do have 3 prizes in the turkey contest, which will be the score. And remember the scoring system. Do you remember the scoring system?
No.
Okay, so the scoring system, we'll talk about it just that way everybody's back on board. The scoring system for the contest is going to be, well, because we talked about it last week, so I just wanted to recap.
That stuff.
Do you remember the scoring system?
I didn't know a dog was here.
Weight, beard length, and spur length.
Yeah, and you count both spurs.
Yep.
So, AKA, we're going to do a little math here, Tony. You got a 25-pound bird.
I'm out on math, too.
All right. You got a 25-pound bird, you got a 10-inch beard, and you got 2 1-inch spurs. What's that bird's total score?
25, 35, 37.
So that is how the birds are going to be scored for the contest. Is they're going to be scored by weight, beard, and spur for each. And then if there's a tiebreaker that comes in, we'll get to the tiebreaker before the contest starts. And then we do have the turkey slayer, which is the hunter or huntress that shoots the most amount of turkeys. Doesn't matter how many states. That's the other one. But the belt is going to be active for the adult and the youth. You will be able to claim the prize on the WWE Average Joe Turkey Contest. It will be a traveling belt, so you do have to give it back. You only get to reign it for 1 year unless you can win it back to back. It's just like the contest.
You better send it back too. We're coming.
We're coming, making a trip.
Yeah.
What if it's all the way down south in Texas? We going to Texas?
Yeah, and I guess I'm going to hunt while I'm there too.
Tax write-off.
Tax write-off. Yeah. So Sonny remembered, he said weight, beard, spurs. So I think that'll be kind of cool though. I mean, bragging rights, right? Like that was what some people said on the comments. Like everybody loves bragging rights. I mean, Snyder, would you walk around with a belt saying, "Hey, I'm the champ"?
I'm walking in a Bass
Oh,
Pro with that mamma
I'm
jamma.
not, I'll take it home with me right now. It's all right.
Well, that's not
I'll
that
take it
belt.
off.
If you take that belt
Oh.
home, you might have a 11-year-old upstairs that's going to whoop your butt for taking his belt.
That's how this all started, though. I saw that. I'm like, wait
Yeah.
a minute.
And that was honestly how it started. And looking down there. So, John, would you walk around with a belt? T-Bone says he's taking his to Bass Pro when he wins. Where are you taking yours?
I'm making like Tony come in with like some like John Cena song as I'm walking into Bass Pro.
No, not that one.
No.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
You
the
get-
full tech.
All right.
Stand up on the turnstile.
There we go.
Get your little fog machine action too. Just
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You don't want me with that belt. Nobody ever hear the end of it.
I'm wearing it to turkey season the next year out there. Let them know.
Here, man, you shine
Put
this for me.
them on notice.
Put them on notice. All right, there we go. So, and then the other aspect is too. So we talked about it. If you know any of our HRX family as far as that goes, and want to find out what it's about to be part of our family, I mean that's really what we're looking. We talked about that last week. We want to add some people. We ain't looking to add just each and every random person. Like we want to add some people that want to be part of the hunting community, because I think Tyler said it earlier, right? There's just not enough people that are a part of the hunting community, and that we want to find like-minded people that share the same process as us. He vetoed your Stone Cold song and says Undertaker.
Nah. Stone Cold, dude, he crashing 2 beers and all. Like, come on now.
Yeah. So we do want
Crash him on the Spurs.
there you go. You
I'm
got
in.
you got this all planned out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, got it.
So what do you think? So I mean, obviously you've been a part of it since before we moved here.
What?
HRX.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So John's been a part of it. What would you tell the people that are watching that want to become a part of HRX? What's a good reason to become?
What's a good reason to become?
Yeah, part of the
I don't know. I mean, you're a part of something that, I mean, it's not like Ryan's out here trying to be like some top dog or anything. It's just spreading the word about the outdoors. Being an original guy like all of us. I mean, we're just regular human beings that like to get in the outdoors and everything. We're all very like-minded, and, you know, there's nobody's putting each other down or anything like, oh, you shot that thing or whatever.
right.
It's just wholesome. It's a good little thing to be a part of. And it's a little extra step to just hunting. You know, it keeps you kind of interactive throughout the year.
Yeah, so we have what we call I'll call it a behind the scenes page, right? That you get to be a part of, where really it's just an outlet for you to ask questions without feeling like you're going to be judged, right?
Right.
Like,
And it's great too, because you can ask whatever question you want, and there's a high probability that somebody's going to have an answer for you, if not multiple people, you know? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I have questions all the time, and I'm always searching this or that or whatever. So if you have an outlet, like a little group you're a part of, boom, there you go.
John, what do you think?
And quick responses.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, a lot of it is quick response. What do you think, John?
No, I mean, I'll just echo everything Tony said. I mean, I don't really have much more to add to it. I think he covered on a lot of it. I've been part of some staffs where you're pushed to try to, you know, purchase items and, you know, items that don't work, and, you know, just absolute just dog water stuff. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, no one goes on there and says, all right, well,
Ran out.
you either use, you know, no one's going to walk into, you know, that group and be like, oh, well, you're not going to kill a turkey unless you use Epic Shot. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to be like, well, you know, this is what I use. This is why I use it. You know, this is the results I've had, but, you know, you use whatever you want to use type thing. And I don't know, it's just different.
Yeah. So again, so he talks about like pushing you into buying stuff. Guys, I don't want to make you think that like we don't ever have things for sale, because obviously like the field staff gets first dibs at some of the products, right, that we do have. But typically, like if we're offering something, it's because we believe in it. It's never a mandatory thing. We don't say like, hey, buy this or get out, right? Like it's one of those things that hey, if you want it, here's something, whatever, either to wear about, or here's a turkey call. Like Tyler bought a turkey call last year. I think we all used our full clutch call last year. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things that if we can come up with something, have something, offer you something, get you some sort of discount that maybe enhances your hunt or gives you an opportunity to be more successful, we'll never tell you it's mandatory, but we don't have a problem with trying to offer you something that may give you an opportunity.
Right.
Tyler's like, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's not like if you're in it, you got to buy this, you got to buy that. It's just like you said, a product that we can offer to you for a decent price or whatever. And usually, I mean, you're not going to be seeing this in like big box stores, right?
Mm-mm.
Which I kind of like, because big box stores aren't always where you want to go.
Yeah. So I will tell you, we started talking about different companies we wanted to be a part of. And that was another reason. What?
Vinny said, John, I'm coming for your spot.
Oh,
There
you go. Oh, that's awesome. That was part of what leaned us towards like Epic, and we got some other different companies that we're talking to. We don't necessarily want the guys that are, the 100,000 following pages. We want the little guys that are starting out, because really, I mean, we're still in, call it the infant stages. I don't want to call it the infant stages, but whatever. We're in the beginning stages of building an outdoor company, and we don't feel like we're superior to anybody, and that we want to be able to work.
And I don't want it to ever be that way either.
No.
And I don't think you do, or
No.
anybody else.
No,
Because that's
no.
one thing. Sorry, going off on a little rant. But that's one thing too. It's like when you're just wholesome people or whatever, and not pushing this is the best or that's the best. Like, that's the type I like to be involved with, It's like, hey, I don't care who you are, or, well, I shouldn't say I don't care who you are, but I don't care. It's like going to the ATA. A lot of those big guys nowadays or whatever, they're cool people. You go right up, talk to them, and that's the way we kind of are. Don't be afraid to talk to us or whatever, like, because we're all for you. We're just like you,
Yeah.
We're not too big for our britches, and nobody should be in the industry. You know what I mean?
No, because the goal is, like what Tyler said earlier, is to get more people into the outdoors. And the only way we're going to do that, and the reason why we brought up being a part of Hunting RX, is because of the fact that we want to welcome people with open arms, to give them an opportunity to be an outlet for them to ask questions, bounce ideas off of, maybe get some discounts on some cool things, but never be forced to say, okay, hey, you got to buy this, otherwise we're kicking you off, or you got to, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, we just want you to be at a place that you can have fun. I mean, and I'll tell you this one kid, JDT Thor, and that obviously that's his nickname. I don't remember his first name, because that's what he's got it posted on Facebook as, is JDT Thor. But he referred that young man that we were talking to last week, Gavin, out of, I think he said South Dakota and kind of that area. That's how he became part of the family. And like, that kid has asked so many questions that it's so refreshing to see 17 and 18-year-olds want to be in the outdoors, that like, we all would take those questions every day, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm. And on the flip side of thing, I'm pushing 4 years old. I'm still asking questions.
Right.
It'll never end. This is one industry and everything that you're never done learning.
Who's the oldest one at this table now?
Probably. How old are you?
I'm younger than Ryan.
Yeah, I'm grandpa, dude.
You ain't grandpa. You ain't over 40.
We're getting 240 though. I'm Paw.
You're Paw.
That's what I want you all to start calling me, Paw.
All right. So instead of T-Bone, we now got Paw.
I'm not calling you Paw. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I want to go ahead and put it out on the record.
Man, like half my life is gone.
Sonny, I have.
You still got your shot loads to.
Yeah.
You got more in you.
Oh yeah,
I believe it. Yep.
Sonny, I have the video saved on my phone for the Average Joe deer hunting contest. We do have 7 winners. And again, I probably should have wrote those down ahead of time, but I can't get to them on the phone while I'm doing this. So we will make a separate post with the winners. We'll get everybody's address. We will post that. So if you are watching and you are part of the Average Joe deer contest, we will post that tomorrow. We will post the winners of what the category was. We'll post kind of the pictures and that stuff so everybody can see, because we will feature that on the main page of who it is. Because honestly, the other cool part of these contests is kind of getting bragging rights, right? We talk about the belt of bragging right. Sonny says he's 46. So the other part about the contest is you get bragging rights. And so we want you guys to have bragging rights. So we'll post it out there so that way you can share with your friends that, hey, check this out. I won this contest. And then maybe your friends want to try to knock you off the contest next year, right? The goal is to continue to get more people that want to have fun and kind of engage in some competition. So Tyler, I know you haven't done it yet, but we always do a weekly recap and we always start on that end. So,
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So we're going to put you on the spot as your first time on the show. What would you leave our average Joe listener with this week as we wind down?
So right now in this stage, it's just keeping up on my archery prep. So I would say get out there, shoot your bow, keep practicing, get your gun sight in, whatever you want. I would say if you're shooting archery, don't go out and try shooting after arm day. Stability isn't that great. I tried shooting and I did not score well. But man, I was out there grinding, and this week, knowing you need to get in around work and everything else, just try to find the time. You can come up with whatever excuses you want, but you can find something to carve out.
Yeah. Makes sense. Papaw.
Rut hard. Next.
Rut hard. All right. You got to leave him with a little more than that. Come on.
I do?
Yeah. Come on. More than rut hard. You normally are the inspiration to us. Come on.
Yeah, but I told you today's different. I don't know. Get out there. Depends, whatever you're going after turkey with. If you're taking a gun out, make sure you are patterning your guns. Make sure you know what you're doing with all that. If you're going for, archery bird, that's awesome. But keep shooting that, because, that setup's going to be a little different than, just your deer setup. So make sure everything's tuned in before you get out for the turkeys. Get that stuff going. Get out there, find some sheds if you want, and then get ready for the turkey season.
There you go.
And rut hard.
Jason Truesdale says,
Jason.
He says, Tony. And then he goes, Papaw, really?
Yeah. Jason is Paw actually.
Paw.
So he's with Oak Point Archery. He opened up that shop up in Sydney, Ohio. So anybody kind of around the Dayton area or whatever, go check his shop out. He's doing a good thing up there. He's a really good guy.
Well, maybe we'll have to invite him on since he's a local guy. Sonny says
he'll talk forever.
He'll talk forever. That's all right. Isn't that what the podcast is all about?
Yeah.
I bought a Matthews bow, used one, going to start shooting. That's cool. That's what it's all about, Sonny.
Attaboy.
We're glad, man. We are glad. John, what do you want to leave it with?
No, I think you guys have all kind of touched on it, really. If you're, I'm just saying, well, you guys don't shut up about everything. So, we talk about everything we need to talk about.
Well, you gotta switch spots here.
I'm telling you. No, in all seriousness, right? If you're looking for shotgun shells and you wanna try some stuff out, definitely give Epic a look and see if they have something that suits your needs there for that. And I'm sure Ryan will give you his sales pitch on it and everything like that. But yeah, no, I don't really have a whole lot.
I don't have any sales pitch. I don't ever mention anything about anything.
No sales background at all, right?
No, nothing. I don't know anything about none of that. No, so seriously, guys. So as I always do, so especially with the live pre-order of the turkey swag and the turkey contest, you can go to www.huntingrx.com. If you have questions, you can email us at info@huntingrx.com. If you want to be featured, as John said, with hero shots, because I think he brought that up a couple times, you can email that to media@huntingrx.com. But no, in a serious note, we definitely appreciate you guys letting us do this each and every week and allow us to cause our blunders, I'm going to call our little audio thing a blunder. For whatever reason, it didn't do it, but it's what makes it fun, because we don't hide behind the smoke and mirrors. What we do is real each and every week. We don't really care what I don't want to say we don't care what people think of us, but like,
See, you hit what I did.
yeah, it's
Oh,
about
shocker. We went back around again and said something someone else did.
Yeah, it's about the bloopers and being real, and I think that that's the biggest part we want to leave you with this week is we're here to be the real deal with you guys, with the average Joe. It's not about how much money you spend. It's not about the products that you have. Again, we're going to give you opportunities on such things as Epic. If you want to shoot stuff like that, great. Like that's what we're here for. We're here to try to provide the average Joe with an avenue that they may not have had or known beforehand, or a chance to be part of our family. So with that being said, guys, like don't be a stranger. I think we had the most amount of viewers that we've had on one of these live broadcasts. We continue to get interactions, and we couldn't do it without you. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up this week's podcast. So stay tuned on the video. I'll follow up with you. We're going to end our audio session here right now. And until next week, we'll see y'all.
I'm always up on time, down on my luck. Got a brand new payment on an old worn out truck.